There is no explanation for what she said other than her words were racist. Now, she might be embarrassed by her racism now, but the least she can do is admit it and apologise for it. And as a country, we cannot allow what has been, I think, one of the most successful multi-faith, multicultural countries in the world
I've
to
heard it
slide
all.
back to the days where people walk down the street afraid of being abused or attacked because of what they look like or who they.
Grooming gangs, right? The grooming gangs. I ask you, what about that suggests that there is a rich multicultural success story to champion here? The one where countless vulnerable, primarily white girls were brutally abused by gangs of predominantly Pakistani origin men, and the local authorities, the police, the Labour-run councils, they all turned a blind eye for years and years and years, decades, over cultural sensitivity and fear of being called racist. And now the National Inquiry, hard fought for, we had to drag the Labour government into actually bringing this about, well, it's already devolved into a deep systemic failure. It's collapsed, like my attempt at Yorkshire Puds. Victims have quit, saying that the government, and I shouldn't call them victims, survivors have quit, saying that the government is trying to water down and dilute the focus away from the specific nature of this evil to spare some blushes and focus instead on what I would argue are diversionary tactics. It's a collapsing inquiry into the very worst child abuse scandal in modern history. Our history is being rewritten on screen. Masked thugs intimidating British citizens protesting, which is their legal right. And we're lectured by the liberal elite about adverts and the racism to point out that actually that there is an overrepresentation within the advertising industry. No, Mr. Streeton and the Labour Party, a nation where victims are being betrayed, where the flag is a problem, where free speech is met with masked intimidation. That's not a successful multicultural country. It's a failed experiment run by those who put globalist dogma before the safety and representation of their own people. And we won't be silenced into that. We won't actually be made to walk over hot coals for seeing and pointing out the truth. That's my view, my friends. And I'm sorry if that's offensive to members of the political class and Mr. Wes Streeton.